Hello, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, and today we're talking about 10 processed foods that are actually good for you. Processed foods get a bad rap, and these 10 you should be eating. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on. I do upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget to check out the description box down below where you will find nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. This is how I myself have lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for accountability to ask questions or talk with me directly. You'll also find links and discounts to all of my favorite healthy things down in that description box. So let's talk about these 10 processed foods that are actually good for you. So there is a big difference between processed foods and ultra processed foods. Processed food is simply one that has gone through some form of change between farm and table. Ultra processed foods are those that have been dramatically altered with the addition of artificial flavors and colors, extra sweeteners, preservatives, hydrogenated fats, and other questionable ingredients. So I want to cut through the confusion of the difference between processed foods and ultra processed foods. One thing to think about too is even fruits and vegetables that are found in the freezer section, so frozen fruits, frozen veggies, those are still processed foods. They've been processed. They didn't come straight from the farm to your table. Now, something that's ultra processed is going to be things like cookies and cakes and candies and chips and things that go through, like we said, a big alteration when it comes to their processing. So the 10 foods on today's list are processed foods, but they are good for you processed foods that can benefit your weight loss. Number one is whole wheat bread. Now, again, all bread is processed. There is not a single bread on the market that has not gone through some type of processing. What you want to look for is that whole wheat is the first ingredient and that the bread that you're choosing has some fiber and better yet some protein. My suggestion to you would be to pick a sprouted bread like Ezekiel bread. Whole Foods makes a really good sprouted bread, so does Trader Joe's. Typically Ezekiel's found in the freezer section because it doesn't contain a lot of preservatives, so it's kept in the freezer. Just make sure that the ingredients are nice and whole as much as possible, and there's some fiber and better yet some protein. Number two, canned or frozen lentils. Plant-based proteins are all the rage these days, and for good reason, especially lentils. Lentils are going to give you a big punch of fiber and a big punch of protein. You're also going to get folate, magnesium, manganese, and a slew of other healthy nutrients. You don't have to soak your own beans. I mean, that's a big pain. You can buy them frozen, you can buy them canned, but buy lentils. Lentils are really versatile in soups, salads. You can make lentil burgers that are absolutely amazing. Utilize plant-based proteins, especially lentils. Number three is yogurt. Now, a lot of people don't think yogurt is processed, but it absolutely is, no matter what kind of yogurt you buy. Plain whole milk Greek yogurt is just as processed as fat-free flavored yogurt. The process of turning cow's milk into a thick, creamy dairy treat takes time, temperature, and added bacterial cultures. The good news, these multiple steps don't detract from the yogurt's healthfulness. Yogurt is a great source of protein, calcium, vitamin B1, and probiotics that can help support your digestive and immune health. Now, what you really want to look for ideally is plain yogurt with less than 12 grams of sugar. That's going to be your best bet. Now, you can flavor that and sweeten it up to your liking, but that's going to be the healthiest option for yogurt. Number four, dried fruit. You know what you find next to the candy bars in the candy aisle? Dried fruit is an excellent processed food. Now, they're not going to have the water content of the fruit in whole form, but dried fruit is really convenient. What you want to watch with dried fruit is added sugar. So when you flip over the package and you look at total sugar, you're going to see some sugar in there because fruit has naturally occurring sugar. What you really want to watch, monitor, and keep a close eye on is the added sugar. You want to see zero added sugar, and the only sugar coming in the dried fruit is coming from the fruit itself. Number five, frozen whole grain waffle. When we think about frozen waffles, our processed food lights just go off because it's a very processed food. Some of them can even fall in that ultra processed category. But if you look for a whole grain waffle, especially one that has fiber or protein, it can actually be a really good, beneficial processed food and delicious breakfast option for you. They're a nutritious processed food option because they provide complex carbohydrates and fiber, promoting sustained energy and a healthy digestive system. They're convenient, versatile, and an easy to make meal and pair well with a layer of nut butter and fruit on top. Again, watch your syrup. Make sure you're not adding a lot of sugar, but you can still enjoy a good frozen waffle and lose weight. Number 6 is popcorn. And we're not talking about movie popcorn with all the greasy, oily butter, but popcorn is packed with fiber. It's a whole grain. It's a really good processed food option. Plain, lightly salted popcorn is absolutely the way to go. Now, the best bet is to pop it at home so you can control exactly how the popcorn is popped and created and what goes into it. If you want to buy baked popcorn, my recommendation would be the brand Lesser Evil. This is going to have the cleanest ingredients and the best macros and really be a good option for a pre-made processed popcorn. Number 7 is hummus. Now, hummus is touted to be a healthy food because it is, but it's 100% processed. Hummus is made primarily of garbanzo beans and olive oil, making it a heart-healthy snack with fiber and protein. Pair it with veggies like pepper strips or carrot strips, and you've got a great compromise between whole and minimally processed snacking. It's all about balance, right? You eat the carrots, the veggies with the hummus, and hummus is a great source of fiber and protein. Even though it's processed, it's definitely a healthy processed food. And then by pairing it with some veggies, you're really making a well-balanced snack. Number 8 is soy milk. Now, if you are plant-based or you can't have dairy or lactose, soy milk is the best option for a milk alternative. Typically, if you buy plain soy milk, there's no added sugar, and it's going to give you the highest amount of protein compared to some of the other milk alternatives out there. There are some plant-based milks that have an ingredient list as long as your arm, full of emulsifiers, thickeners, and really funky artificial ingredients. This is where you really want to look at the ingredient label and make sure it's as short as possible. Soy milk is the only plant-based milk that has complete protein and offers all of the essential amino acids of cow's milk and is even fortified with calcium and vitamin D. So again, make sure that your soy milk you're purchasing doesn't have added sugar and isn't full of emulsifiers and thickeners. Shorter list of ingredients, the better. Number 9 is going to be canned fish. Now, my favorite canned fish is tuna fish, but there are a lot of other high protein, healthy canned fish options out there. Now, remember, canned fish is processed. The only thing that wouldn't be processed is if you took the fish, reeled it in from the lake or ocean and cooked it up. When it is processed and put into a can, it still falls as a processed food, but it's a healthy processed food. They're really good for an easy go-to protein-packed meal. Sardines, herring, any canned fish, 10 out of 10. And number 10 is bean-based pastas. Now, we know if we go down our pasta aisle, there are so many pasta options. There's not just the traditional white and rich pasta anymore. There's protein pasta, there's lentil pasta, there's bean pasta, there's garbanzo bean pasta. There's zucchini pasta, squash pasta, you name it, there's a pasta. But if you want a really good, healthy, processed pasta, pick a bean-based pasta. Barilla's chickpea penne pasta or Barilla pasta in general may be processed, but it's a nutritious alternative to traditional pasta for anyone interested in increasing the nutrient density of their meals and building sustainable plant-based proteins into the diet. In fact, this bean-based penne provides 15% of your daily value for iron, 12 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fiber per serving. Your best bet with pastas in general is make sure there's some fiber and some protein. Skip the really heavily ultra processed pastas and pick a bean-based pasta or one packed with protein. I will tell you, one of my favorite pasta options is Fiber Gourmet. I actually picked that up off of the Nutrition website. It has 24 grams of fiber and 8 grams of protein, and it's only 110 calories per serving versus 200 to 250 calories per serving of other pastas. So I feel like the calorie versus protein versus fiber bang for your buck is the best you can get with Fiber Gourmet. I will link Nutrition down below for you with a discount, 10% off your order. Definitely check out Fiber Gourmet. They make crackers and flours. Their flour is incredible as well. Really great brand to get in some high fiber protein packed pasta. So those are the 10 processed foods that are actually healthy for us. Let me know down below which one of these is your favorite, and did any of these surprise you? Lean on these foods if you're going to have processed foods. Choose from this list. It's going to be your best bet for weight loss and a healthy lifestyle. And if you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget to check out the description box down below. Again, for nutrition coaching, I will link Nutrition with that 10% discount for you. Links and discounts to my other favorite things. And thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.